So now, we're almost at the end, and we had powerful guests with us. But all those things, all those things are learnings, tips, strategies, and yeah, tricks of the trade. And I'm really very glad that all of you stayed. But I want you to meet real story people with real stories of their freedompreneur journeys, the Freedom Summit Global success stories. I'm very proud to invite our panel guests because I really feel that without them also, I cannot validate why I'm doing what I'm doing, because whenever I hear their stories, it makes my heart so happy. Literally, whenever I see good stories, or positive stories, or good vibes, because one of our guests is the Good Vibes team. Um, really, I'm so happy, and because connection, collaboration within the community matters. And if you really are drawn together with one purpose, with one heart to help one another, you create good things. And with this, I would like to bring back my partner in crime. Sometimes I can call him, we're dynamic duo of some sorts, because sometimes he plays the bad cop, I'm the good cop. He loves to protect me. He always has my back. He's the best, collaborating partner. I think, Charles, don't be mad, but because Fabio's here. But no, Fabio has always been there. Whenever I ask him, okay, let me bring back Fabio so that he can comment, because whenever I ask him, Fabio, help me, in Cebu, in wherever, and he would say, okay, what time, what day, where will I go? And then it's just that, friends asking one another, or asking someone for backup, and then you don't get to say so many things. They just have your back. They just help you. They just understand what you're going through, what's your vision, and that's it. And I'm so happy that I have Fabio with me here, and in the team outside, Charles and the others, Jendi, Elbert, and the rest of the team. I'm really happy that we are bonded together with one vision to be able to help people, and give more sustainable, lifestyle for everyone. So Fabio, how are you? Did you take a nap?
Actually, I took a long walk because I've been sitting on this chair for far too long. In the past 3 days, I think I was sitting down 16, 17 hours, and it's not the most comfortable chair in the world. So I had to move up.
Yeah.
But I think I'd like to spend, first of all, thank you, of course. And I am sure that Charles will get back on me about these nice words you say, because he's going to make fun of me all the time. But I think it's double meaningful, especially when you work remotely, because Cecilia and I and the other people in the team haven't met at least in 3 months. But we also met before that, when we were still hoping to organize a real life event before COVID-19 came up, and then we had the lockdown. I think it's very important that what you said about trust, about making sure that you have each other's back, because of course you can do and achieve a lot online. This is what we've been talking about for the past 3 days, and I'm not going to say it's not true. At the same time, this works even better if you don't need to check on each other all the time, and you know that the other person is going to do their part of the job, that you can trust even if they're not around. To work outside an office environment, and this I am telling to the people that still are working 9 to 5. Yes, you do have a lot of frictions, because sometimes your boss is just a pain in the rear end, and your colleagues are not nice. But at the same time, you see them every day, and as a human being, you're used to it. So when you develop a relationship, especially working from far away, Charles is in another country, he's in Indonesia, and even Celia and I that live in different parts of Manila, it was like I could have stayed in Italy for all the whole time, because we couldn't meet anyway. So I think it's very important you develop a nice relationship. And I think also the people that are coming up on stage now with us uh, learned that with us because they were involved in our first series, in our first season.
Okay, I'll bring the people that we will interview today, but let me just okay, late. Let me just do it while they're here. This is David Ebarle, one of our volunteers from Freedom Summit One. Crystal Mugar, one of our very creative volunteer also. She's been helping us with the branding last year. We have Kimberly here. I think she still doesn't have his mic camera on. So there. Yes, Kimberly is there. So what can we say about this? This Joel and Joel, our good vibes.
Hey! Hello, Freedom Summit.
Hi.
So basically,
Hello, Fabio.
I invited them because all these talks will not matter if you don't have proof. You know, this is the proof of why we're doing what we're doing. Most of the time, when we go to an event or something, we collaborate or we listen or we just after that 2 days, 3 days later we forget about it. But these people, what they did, they put what they learned or who they met into use, in a good use, because they were able to get collaborations globally in different countries. Some of them even traveled with us. Some of them traveled around with their new collaborating partner. And some of them now who started in working in the corporate field is now earning six six figures, 6 digit, and they will tell their story. Bef- but before that, let me just let me just give a moment of let's just give a moment of silence for one lady who was with us. Oh, I might cry, so I don't want to cry. If we can share a photo of Crystal, can you share a photo of Miss Anne Delgado? Oh, my voice is breaking. Yeah, because I want to thank her also. She was part of Freedom Summit. Oh my God, my voice is breaking. She's part of Freedom Summit. This is let me share and some. This is Anne. She's part of Freedom Summit. She's Fabio. Can you continue? I cannot continue
Yes,
because
and I
yeah,
think she still is part of Freedom Summit. She played a role in our first season. We
yeah,
worked with her, and unfortunately, life sometimes gives you very bad surprises. So she's now with us working, but I think she lives on in our spirit, in our work together, and teamwork. And she was a very active player, and if I can recall, with a very nice smile, and we'd like to say with grace under fire, which is always useful when you're working under pressure and there are so many deadlines to meet. So we all are going to miss her, but at the same time, I think that she is with us today. So Celia, I think
yeah.
that
Thank
that's a
you.
very good
Yeah,
example of what of the little magic that you can develop when you're working with nice people. And I think we said that time and time again that one of the big values of Freedom Summit Global, but not just ours, of every group that works well together online, it is really to share the same vision, but also to be with nice people. I had a lot of fun with every single one of you. I had laughs. I was upset because sometimes you get upset and then you keep working. And I think that's exactly the spirit that we should have. But maybe we want these guys to talk a little bit.
yes. Okay. Can we the topic of this is our success stories as freedompreneurs coming from Freedom Summit. What changed after you attended or you got to be part of the first season of Freedom Summit? So others will also be inspired that whatever they learned from the 3 day event, if they put it into action, they might also get some of the things that you are now enjoying. So let me give the floor to David. David, can you introduce yourself? Sorry. Sorry, I will.
Yeah,
That's not David.
yeah, my name is David. I am a Filipino remote work advocate, a video editor, an animated, graphic designer, and a WordPress backend support. My story started 2 years ago when I volunteered as a graphic designer, video editor, during the first Freedom Summit, and
David, I think
there
I
was
cannot hear you.
oh, sorry,
Can you just, okay.
sorry.
Okay, there.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, my name is David. I am a Filipino remote work advocate, a video editor, graphic designer, and a WordPress backend support.
Okay. Can you tell us a story, how you were able to step forward or move forward from your university life before to a freedompreneur who's earning something that is going to inspire our guest.
Yeah, sure. My story started 2 years ago when I volunteered as a video editor and a graphic designer during the Freedom Summit. I was actually working closely with the founder of Freedom Summit and together with Celia. And before I was like working 12 hours a day, as a university instructor, but I'm earning, the same, a Filipino type of salary. But now because of Freedom Summit, before I was like, okay, I don't want to speak here because I'm kind of introvert person, but I had this, time with Celia. We talk about it, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be so selfish if I'm not gonna share my story with you guys. From earning like, 15,000, I'm actually earning right now 6 digits because of the Freedom Summit.
Wow, that is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So thank you, David. And then we'll have stories later. We'll have our stories later. But how about Crystal? Let's put. Oops, sorry. Let's put Crystal. Crystal, yeah. Wait, wait. I
Hi,
think. Okay, game.
thank you so much for having me here. My name is Crystal. I am a virtual assistant and a graphic designer and also a social media manager. Yes, I'm one of the pioneers of the Freedom Summit last year.
Okay. Crystal is now in Canada, and for last year, she's helping us. She's been helping us with the branding and all the creative. So I think Crystal's story is also similar to David because she was able to collaborate with our international partners, and now she's also working for them. Another guest is. Wait, let me put Kimberly. Wait. Uh,
Hi.
Kim is Kim. Yes. Good afternoon, Kim. Kim has been joined us in our Southeast Asian tour. She helped us with all our technical stuff and especially the setting up of Freedom Summit Season 1. How are you, Kim?
All right. Thank you for mentioning all of those. I really feel bad that I was not very helpful this time. But yeah, remembering those when I was helping Freedom Summit, it is actually where the journey started. So I have been working for like almost a decade now. I started 2011, but I haven't really got my success because I was complacent. I was complacent that I was earning more than the average Filipino is earning. So I was complacent. But when I started to be with the speakers and the delegates of the Freedom Summit Global, I started to, try to improve myself more. So I'm very thankful.
Thank you, Kim. Kim helped us with so many things last year. Also, before this online summit, she's also helping me with some structures for the live summit. But because of the pandemic, the live didn't happen. So there. Thank you, Kim. Next on our panel is the Good Vibes group. So Joel and Jewel,
Hi,
Joel
Celia.
and Jewel
Hi,
are the
Robert.
power, the power couple that joined Freedom Summit. But the story says she was initially with they were initially with me during some small workshops, and then from there the story started where they always try to help us with our videos, with our photography requirements. So yeah, tell us some of your updates. You have a new house, I think. Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a new house, care of the Freedom Summit.
I was asking
Yeah.
Joel and Jewel, can you can you join us because we want success stories on, and then Joel said, no, I cannot join because we're not successful. We're very, very, very successful. And this is so, and this really is so fun to know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to know that that everyone is thriving, and also getting collaboration projects with their collaboration partners all around the globe. I
Mhm.
think yeah. Can you give us some story, Joel and Jewel? Maybe you can share something for us. Oh, that's not
Yeah.
Joel and Jewel.
That's Joe. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
So
Yeah.
yeah, this is for the viewers. So true story. Before Freedom Summit, we were just starting with freelancing. We have no clients. Our skill sucks. Uh, and then yeah, and then Freedom Summit came. We started to learn video editing, and then we met a lot of speakers at the Freedom Summit, and then which became our client. This is international speakers, and then we enhance our skills. At that time, we were doing everything: social media management, graphic design, video editing. And then over the course of the months, we niched down into video editing. So we are only focused now on video editing because it's less stressful. Yeah. And then, we're doing video editing. So we got one client from Malaysia, another from US, and then one from the UK. And then, yeah, and it's grown down. We have set up our home office. We bought uh, dual monitors. We bought storage. We bought good laptops, and yeah, we were earning good due to freelancing. That's our success story.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that we didn't pick them up because they
Our career
suck,
in
because we
freelancing.
saw potential in them. There was a lot of potential, and they were able to develop that potential. He's just too modest, as usual Filipino
Mm.
styles. They were already good, but I guess that through the adventures of Freedom Summit, also around Southeast Asia, they were able to develop even much better skills. But it is also about getting to know the person and getting to know what they can do and how they behave with the clients. And so I think it's not just a technical element. There's always a soft skill in it, and they did a great job. And I think what happened the year after proved that they really did a fantastic work.
Yes, yes. So
Thank you,
there.
Fabo.
Yeah. Now, can we also hear some stories from David? Because last time I had the chance to meet him, he was sharing a similar story. How he's so proud that he got several accounts with international partners. David, can you share some of your stories?
Yeah, sorry. All right. Right now, I'm working as an executive assistant of a company based in California. And you know what? If there's no, without this COVID, I might be in Bali right now and then traveling to California because I will be helping with the creatives of my client. But due to this lockdown, I'm stuck here in the province of Mindanao. And also, I'm working as well as a media assistant based in UK. And Fabio mentioned about it's not all about the skills, but actually is actually really right because your attitudes, your work ethic, it matters really. your responsiveness as a digital nomad or as a person working, at home is really important. Right now, I got another client again. I didn't search for a client. I was just referred by my current client, and that's the reason being why I'm reaching six digits right now. And right now, I'm slowly transitioning my service into an outsourcing service in a digital solution company together with Crystal. There's a lot of clients of mine are actually asking, like, David, can you refer someone? Or do you know someone who can work on this? It's really all about a trust. It's not just all about the skills and your proficiency in English and all, but trust and your responsiveness is also one of the keys.
Thank you, David. That's very inspiring. Um, Crystal, can you share us your story also? Maybe you can share us a bit of your story because after Freedom Summit, Crystal is already working for someone in Malaysia.
Yes, yes. So last year, before the Freedom Summit, I really don't have any income at all. I am very reliant to my husband's work. So then our late coach Anne introduced me to the virtual assistant course. So with David, of course. So we volunteered at Freedom Summit. And then while the Freedom Summit was ongoing, I was able to meet a lot of speakers online. I was able to connect with them. And after the most especially, you know him, in DMC, Charles, he
Yeah.
I was connected to him, and then I was hired, and then after the Freedom Summit, I was hired again from a U.S. company. So it was really a blessing. After that, I was able to say that I have my own income. So right now I am here in Canada. I'm enjoying my stay here in Canada while working at home. So I'm very thankful, very, very thankful for Freedom Summit. So this is my success story.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, I want to talk to Kim because Kim, I don't know how she would tell her story, but for me, because we wanted someone to help us who's so efficient to operate everything while we're while we're all busy speaking. We brought along we brought Kim in Southeast Asian road tour, the trip. So Kim, can you tell us also your story?
Okay, thank you, Ate Sel. So, yep, actually, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, again, I have started working online for like 9 years, almost a decade now. But I was just jumping from one kind of work to another, from simple research to another, virtual assistant, SEO, marketing, web design. So there was no, focus. But then when I started to be with the Freedom Summit Global team, I was able to like mingle with the speakers and the delegates. So I learned a lot from it. I was also traveling with them. And then I also started traveling by myself. So yeah, that's when I decided to be a digital nomad. I have been traveling like 9 countries now. And then, yeah, this happened. So I was so depressed because of that. But yeah, I went on a virtual recluse, but I'm coming out again, and I'll be the digital Kimberly. So now I'm launching my digitalkimberly.com website and focusing on web design. Thank you.
Celia, if you don't
Amazing.
mind, all of them are on the road to success, but they are not too far away from the starting point to remember how it was when they started. So, since there are many people that are watching us that are at the very beginning of their journey, I would like from each of them a very quick piece of advice, just few words on those who are beginning now or willing to begin, based on your own experience. What can you say? What is that triggered you? What can you say to somebody who's about to start and is now where you were a year or a year and a half ago?
Okay, before they answer, I would like to remind everybody that our Facebook live might be cut, but we're still on all the pages using the YouTube, because our event is not yet over. The prizes will still be given, and we have to give our final talk for Freedom Summit. But yeah, can you give us tips how you how can you give us tips for the people who's listening right now, how they can start or how can they handle, especially those who don't have any, who cannot start yet, or yeah, it's up to you, like David, can you give us some tips right now?
Um, yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. For anyone who's listening and watching right now, or to aspiring VAs, the tips that I could give to you is you just have to persevere in your commitment. If you guys would commit, to work online or to be part of an online industry like what we're doing right now, you just have to be committed because these skills can be learned. I started as a VA. I didn't really know anything. I just started last year, but I committed all of my time to advance my skills, and that's how I got here right now. That's it.
Yes, I totally agree with David. Actually, right now, during the pandemic, grab the opportunity to learn more. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Now, the international speakers, they have a lot of to offer, right? They are also, there are a lot of courses online that are 50% off, 75% off. So please learn and learn, and then you will be able to enhance those skills. And then when you apply for a job, and then that's it. That will be the start of your success story.
You, Crystal. Kim, what is your tip?
All right. So I have been saying this for like years now to some of my friends. So yeah, just focus on one thing that you love to do. Just don't be like jumping from one another like I did. So focus on one thing and just keep learning, and then don't be complacent. Just keep learning and improving. Thank you.
Wow, that's so cool. Because if you focus on what you do, at least you will, make sure that that skill will be, you will be upgrading a skill that can help you with whatever you're doing right now. So, can I have also a tip from the power couple? Wait.
Go. Hi. My tip is you have to start now because uh, people are afraid of starting because they might fail. But our stories are we started we started before Freedom Summit, and we didn't know everything. We didn't know about graphic design and video editing. But because we wanted a life of digital nomad, we started and we learned everything from scratch, like everything. We have no good gadgets, a laptop back then, but we just like David said, you have to persevere and learn everything and trust the process because you don't know what will happen, but always trust the process and start now. There are a lot of tutorials online, so you can learn everything. Yeah, so that's my tip.
Ay, pati ako.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so as the quote says, jump and you will have wings. Yeah, the wings will develop along the way. Yeah. And lastly is, which is based on experience, is everything is about fear. It has been always a battle, constant battle between fear that and your self-doubt. So if you conquer that fear and that doubt, self-doubt, that you can do it and you trust your skills, yeah, you can do it and you can talk to these people no matter how big or how no matter where they are from part of the world, that yeah, so it's self-belief.
We got some of the tips. Connect us in YouTube. We're in the YouTube page of FH Moms. I think in a few minutes we will be cut in Facebook, but we're still going to continue the interview. So, Fabio, what can you say about their tips?
I think they are in the perfect spirit of Freedom Summit Global. We never try to pretend that we are more than who we are, and I think that's our strength. We never were afraid of being authentic. And as the two of us like to say, we like people who talk the talk and walk the walk. Um, in this kind of business, there is one saying which is fake it until you make it. And I don't believe in that. Of course, sometimes you will have to pose yourself like somebody who is willing to learn and willing to do, and you don't have to put your weaknesses in the front. But at the same time, I think that nowadays people are able to see through you. Competition is so strong that comparison is always around the corner. So if they see something wrong in you, clients don't come to you, they go somewhere else. And I think what David was saying before, being referred by others is always the best. Because it works on trust. We all like to think that it's a number of skills put on a nice presentation or on a website, but in the end is the result, is the work, is how you interact with the clients, your partners, the kind of reputation you build. So I'm not saying that websites are not useful and nice presentations are not important. They all are. They all help to contribute to build your personality and your professionality. But at the same time, I still think that the human factor is very important. And out there are so many people in this world that pretend they are so much better than they are. But I think at the same time, it's kind of easy. Maybe because I'm older than you guys, so I've been around the block a few times. But I think you also are able to understand when somebody is either being sincere or is not. So I think that's the key, one of the keys to success, other than the other work, and maybe more work.
Yeah.
I think we got very inspiring tips from our freedompreneurs who came from Freedom Summit Global Season 1, and we hope that it would also inspire you to step up and try to do some of the tips, try to use some of the tips that you learned from the 3 days summit. It was not easy putting all this together, but the reason why we're doing what we're doing is because of we see Kim, David, Joel and Jewel, Crystal, and other friends who were able to find a certain niche for them to thrive in this very, like what Mommy Lay said, in a very noisy world of digital, in the digital sphere. They find a niche that helps them now to be able to buy what they want, work with whoever they want to work with, work when they want, where. So now for me, we were able to create different remote offices. And I'm very proud of that because like Crystal, Kim, David, Joel, and Joel, even if they're coming from batch one, from season one, they're still giving us, assistance. They still are guiding us. They're still helping us with all the technical stuff. This combined or the collective effort of season one and the small team of season two makes this event really successful, and I'm very happy that we are blessed to have a very good team with us. So with that, if you have any like announcement of your YouTube channel or your Facebook, or how they can connect with you, because even if you're earning 6 digits, I think a little more, one more digit won't hurt, because let's add more. Let's add more digits to that, David. So if you want to promote your gigs and whatever you're doing right now, services, now is the time. David.
Yeah, guys, if possible, guys, please follow my page. It's David, the virtual assistant. I'm actually using it as my portfolio, but I decided that I have a lot of friends that are messaging, how did you do it? So I actually created two ebooks already, how to create a compelling or headline, how to optimize your LinkedIn and your Instagram. I'm actually using it right now, and I have the superhero post. So basically, I'm also working as a self-made content strategist. So I have three books rather. So I'm sorry. So I'm going to post it to my Facebook page, and you can actually use it as your reference. Or maybe you can be a self-made content strategist as well. So I'll be posting the ebooks that I created, and you just can just grab it, study it, and implement it.
Thank you, David, for that. Please write your Facebook page or something in the comment so that they can follow you. Okay, Crystal, do you have anything to say?
Yes, please follow my Facebook page. This is new, so there's not much really to look at, but I am really aiming to give tips how to do Canva, some very little tips, easy steps on how to do graphics. That's my goal. So it's La Petite Artist. Facebook page. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, we will write, Crystal. We will write and engage in the comment section so that they can follow you. Kim, you have a page, and where can they connect with you?
Thank you, Ate Sel. Thank you, Fabio. Thank you, Joel and Joel, Crystal and David. I'm so happy to be part of the Freedom Summit. Please follow me on Instagram, Digital Kimberly. My website is digitalkimberly.com. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Okay, the power couple.
You always say we're the power couple. Yeah. So the power couple will do 7 digits.
The very very successful power couple, where can they connect with you? And really, you have been very modest with your talent. Fabio is saying that we didn't get you because you don't know, or you have an eye. You have an eye for all these creative works, the videos that you did prior to Freedom Summit. I was a fan of your YouTube videos, and maybe the way how you angle things, how you do the video editing. So that became a niche market for you, and I think that's also
Mm.
the reason why you stepped up. But what I think Joel and Joel is saying is that before, even if with the limited resources, they were able to find ways to get some gig and collaborate with some people. What more now when they're earning enough to give you to give their clients a better quality, better service, but for sure make still affordable, because if not affordable, then maybe that will for everyone to get in touch with you. So give us your contact details, Joel and Jewel.
Yeah. jewelcreativelab.com. That's our website. Jewel Creative Lab Facebook page.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you,
Thank you,
thank you,
Sel.
thank you for the stories, the inspiring stories. We still have one more, because one of our partners, Coach Jendi, wants to end also Freedom Summit. It's like putting it all together with a video about financial freedom. We are like most of the guests here. They're enjoying location and time freedom. But with Coach Jen D, she will give us a bit some tips that we can bring, uh, write in our notepad to complete everything that we've learned right now. And this is about financial freedom. So with that, I would like to thank everyone. And later, me and Fabio will be back. But for now, we'll give you our last speaker. And please stay, because after the talk of Coach Jendi, She will give us five. Please join because she will give us five personal accident insurance worth 100,000 each for
Wow.
everyone who will be engaging also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so join us later and wait. Let me just put Joyce first out. So there. So thank you for our freedompreneurs and thank you for inspiring everyone. Please connect with our attendees and help them to start over and rise above all these things that's happening. Fabio.
Yes, one last remark for them. We're very glad that in different ways they are grateful to us. We are not asking for money back, but we are asking for you to do the same thing we did for you. Whenever you have the chance, give somebody else an opportunity. Whenever you can, if you think that they deserve it, try and help them out like we did with you. And I'm sure you will feel the same way Celia and I feel about you. Very proud and very happy. Good luck, guys.
Thank
Hey.
you. Freedom!
Woo!
Freedom! Okay, thank you. Okay, we have to finish this off with a very, very important, talk from Coach Jendi, one of our partners in Freedom Summit. Let me just close this and there. Oh wait, sorry. Bye. Let me just bye. Okay, so Fabio, let's leave this event with a very, very strong talk about financial freedom also because this is very important. I was the person that will speak right now is also my financial planner and I've been very blessed to understand what it is that I need. I came from a situation where I don't have anything. I cannot afford to have this time, location, and financial independence. But because I was listening to this person and she was like helping me. She's a fellow life coach. She was helping me, at least find the right formula for my sought after freedom. This I want to share with you. So before we end, and then before we give our gifts from MK, from All Care, from True Life, stay tuned. Also, all this we will give it. We will upload some of the valuable insights in our community, Freedom Summit Global Community. Please join us. We will be back, but just listen first to the presentation of one of our founders. Wait, can I remove? Okay, okay, okay. This is Coach Jendi. She's a registered financial planner and co-founder here for our Freedom Summit Global 2, and she will talk about financial independence. Okay. Can we get Joyce? Can you help us? Okay, I think Joyce is having a bit of a technical problem. Okay, there. So please, Joyce, if you can put it in the much larger screen, I would appreciate it. And yeah, let's start.
Hi, Freedom. I'm Jen. I'm a level up coach, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for being with us for the last 3 days. And I'd like to congratulate the team behind this huge event. Thank you for bringing all of us here in this kind of platform. Now, I know that you've heard 30 plus speakers for the last 3 days regarding time, money, and location freedom. Now, my challenge to you today is about ACT. It's all ACT, adapt, conquer, and transform. So I'd like to start off my talk with regards to a question. And that is, imagine a world of freedom for you. Maybe for the last 3 days, you've had a lot of breakthroughs and insights about the facts that the powerful coaches and speakers have presented to you. Maybe you're thinking about your freedom with regards to your time with your family. Probably this pandemic had given you an opportunity to take the career that you really want to have in your life. And of course, even right after this pandemic, maybe you're still thinking of traveling the world, right? So you've heard them speak about your time, your own money, and your own location freedom. So I'd like to get back to this, your breakthrough and your execution, because nothing's going to happen if you've listened to a lot of us, you've gotten a lot of breakthroughs and insights, but you got to act because execution really matters after this. And so I'd like to start off with the 28,000 days, and this is an idea from Dr. Sanjay Pigalan. He is an insurance champion, and he says that on average, we only have 28,000 days to live. So if we put it on a pie chart, we have four quadrants. That's 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and 60 to 80 or 8100. So there are four quadrants. Now, the first quadrant, this is the time that you study and play. You were dependent on your parent, right? And then the second quadrant, this is the time that all firsts happen, like your first child, your first house, your first car, and other investments. And of course, this is the time that you get married, you get into a relationship, and you build your dreams around your family. Now, the third quadrant, all second happen. If your second child, your second investment, such as your house or car, probably. And for some, it's second marriage. There is the crucial thing. When you reach the age of 60, this is the time that you are already retired. Aside from the fact that you need to have at least a huge amount of money to sustain you with your basic needs from 60 to around 80 or 100 years old. The thing is, this is also the time that you think about your significance or purpose. Right? But guess what? Today's generation, they think that they don't have to reach the age of 40, 50, or 60 to find your significance. Because significance is actually present in all these four quadrants. So again, for the last 3 days, maybe you have resonated with the other powerful coaches. And so one of the things I'd like to ask you is to check and follow those coaches that resonate with you so that you'll be able to enhance your life. Remember that we only have 28,000 days to live. So execution really matters. So another question. What's next for you? What's next for me? What's for everybody? So again, I'd like to focus on the three areas of execution, that is adapt, conquer, and transform. Now, this is the new normal. You've got to adapt, and whatever things you have control of, you have to maximize it. Maybe this is the time to reflect, check on the skills that is relevant to you that you can put on online, or maybe it's there a product or service that matter to you that you can really offer into the market today. Because in reality, hashtag either you change or you die. That's right. So if you're not going to take into action all of the things,
Let me, because it's very difficult to listen to this the tech, because there's technical difficulty that we're experiencing with Coach Jendy's talk. How can we do this? I think the best way to give this we can give the link of this talk, of this video, to everyone in the email, and we will give you, this will be the last part of our topic, the financial freedom. So part of it, because all this we are giving you a copy, but for you to understand, I think it's best to share it directly to your email or to the community page. So let's go to the let's go to the raffle. No, Coach Jendi, I hope you understand because it's very difficult to listen to the choppy uh,
But
messages.
the video can be downloaded. And also, I'd like to remind you and take the opportunity that everything you've seen in these past 3 days will still be available. It will be on YouTube, it will be on our page, but also I think in the future we will chop it up in different pieces and reuse it. So for you to have a look at your favorite speakers or your favorite moments, you will get to see the bloopers as well, because we had some bloopers during these 3 days. But I think that it is important that also this last uh, presentation of Coach Jendi is extremely interesting for financial independence. So please download it whenever you get the chance through our own different platforms and channels. So it's time for the freebies, Celia.
Yeah, let's Joyce, can you help us with the freebies? Who are our winners for the Pro Life of UK and Coach Jendy's gift? Do we have our winners? Let me just check.
I have to say, in the meanwhile, while you do the checking, that I was very appreciative of many of you that have sent comments, support, questions, or sometimes making it very difficult, because what you don't know is that while I'm looking at the camera with the corner of my eye, I'm also looking at the different comments and deciding to pick the meaningful ones. So thank you very much for the hundreds and hundreds of comments that I was able to see, and I used many of them. So I think also some of the gifts, Cecilia, should go to the people that have been supporting us with questions and ideas, suggestions also for the future.
Yes, for sure. So we have some winners, I think. Let me check our production chat group.
Anyway, while
Who
you look for the winners, I also like to remind you that we are here to stay. We are not just one webinar and one show, and that's about it. Our page will be active. We have a website. You can find us on YouTube as well. And I think there's also an email that you can ask for information. Help me out to remind me, is info@freedomsummitglobal.com. Is that correct, Celia?
for the winners info at freedomsummitglobal.com. Yeah.
Exactly. So please become members of our community. In the future, we will send you information. We will be able to be in touch with you and try and make the most out of what we have learned together in the past 3 days.
Okay. I think let me just check the winner because we are talking about love is one of our winners.
Oh, yes.
Because,
She was
yeah.
very helpful. Very helpful. Thank you, love.
Yeah, we will send her. We will send her a message. Also, Maria, we got a message here. Maria Teresa. She also won. Yeah. Also, Anne Latigay. Anne Latigay. Who else? Maria Teresa Cruz. We also have okay, some of them they're just trying to compile, and we are going to send the links for the True Life accident insurance. We will give 5 names in our group. Also, we will put it in our comment panel, and then yeah. So I think that's it. We're almost done. All Care, we're thankful with All Care. We're also giving we're just going to check so that you will know who shared the hashtag the most and who shared the link the most, we will have a screenshot and put it on our Freedom Summit Global community and page. Please join us in those pages. Thank you for our volunteers. Thank you for our amazing, awesome speakers, for our hosts Fabio and Diane, for our venture partner DMC in Malaysia, Charles, Noor, Nadira, the rest of the team, our backup tech and social media, Millicent and Joyce, Bell, our branding, graphic designer, so many people to thank. But you,
Charles, Charles,
Charles,
without Charles,
I,
nothing would have been possible, of course.
I know, I said DMC, the DM. But wait, let me just ask them to post something here. We will post it in our page. But let me ask Joyce to post this one because I want to say thank you to these people. We are going to post our team in the page before we leave. And yeah, so Fabio, if you have any last words for our 3-day summit.
Hopefully not the last words in general, just last words for this event. Yes, I'd like to say that it's been a pleasure to get to know you better, not just the speakers, but the many people that sent comments and were very supportive. And I hope, and I am pretty confident that we were able to keep our promise. I don't know how many of you were with us in the very beginning, but when I opened the Freedom Summit Global 3 days ago, although it feels like 3 weeks ago, I said that we will be granting you 3 wishes. The wish of the time independence, the wish of the financial independence, and the wish of the location independence. Obviously, this is a road to success. So now it's up to you to think about it, to see what you found most interesting and most suited to your needs. It doesn't have to happen overnight. Probably many of the quotes that you heard will just bounce in your head. For me, I bring home 2 in particular. One, it was from Scott Payton. There's never an excuse not to learn. And this is, I think it's a fantastic quote. And the other one is from our oldest speaker. I think he was 84 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And Dennis Waitley said, I was taking notes as well while I was working with you. And he said, you hold your own passport to your own success. So there's no excuse. Now you got the tools, you got the experts, you have an organization that's here to stay, Freedom Summit Global. You have Celia Jacob that organized all of this event, and she is the boss, and she is the heart and soul of everything we did, and she kept us together, always with a smile on her face, and I think now she can relax and collapse for at least a couple of days. But I think on my side, it was a fantastic adventure. Being an Italian in the Philippines is an incredible journey. I met so many fantastic people, and it was very easy for me to mingle with the Filipinos. But although we want to bring the Philippines to the world and the world to the Philippines, this is a global event. So thank you for those who follow us from Kuwait, from Singapore, from France, from Italy as well. Some of my friends and people from schools as well from Italy followed us, and the States and Canada and Africa. We want to grow. We are here to stay. We are here for the long term, and definitely we're going to be here at the latest next year, if not anytime earlier. Do we have anything more to say, Celia?
So, and thank you, Fabio. Again, I want to thank everyone who made this possible. I want to thank the speakers, the volunteers, the team, DMC, Charles, everyone. And we will have master classes. You will see the recordings. You can choose who you want to collaborate or connect with or have coaching. So just join Freedom Summit Global Community, Freedom Summit Group. And learn like what our freedompreneur panel said. You just start. There's no better way to do it but to start now. Having said that, I think there's nothing more to say. Fabio, you're always there and you're always giving us this inspiration. What is our last word? You are
You free.
Okay, bye.